Thank you for your support. Like and follow us on Facebook at licmc.netradio and tell a friend. Donate a love gift to Cash App $LICMCRA or get your own show or spot on licmc.netradio. Call 248-701-0885 for details. Thank you again for your support. God bless. quiltsmadeoflove.com. That's quiltsmadeoflove.com.
Body and Soul by London Doris Harris Washington Health and Wellness Booklet. Get your copy online today.
Go to londondoris.gumroad.com/L/CZIOM or email LONDENDORIS@gmail.com.
Why I Didn't Get Married, audiobook and Spotify special, now playing. Listen now.
Visit cbiztvmedia.com/single-christian-girl. Thank you.
Stay tuned to CBiz Media for special podcasting and radio programming. Follow them at CBiz TV Media online on Facebook or visit cbiztvmedia.com. Stay tuned to CBiz Media for special podcasting and radio programming. Follow them at CBiz TV Media online on Facebook or visit cbiztvmedia.com.
Ask about our ongoing members specials. Join us on live programming. Share your thoughts, your church, your ministry, your music, your brand, business, products, and more. Right here on LICMC, Inspirational and Community Radio and Media for All. Thank you.
You're listening to Friends, a ADI Actors and V-Mogul Actors Club presentation.
A landing. I'm on the V&V Mogul Express. Now, I cannot wait to see my BFF. Let me call her. Trashay. I'm here. I'm so excited. I get a chance to see you and meet the rest of the Powder Puff family. Thank you so much for getting me all the way here to the V&V Mogul Empire Estate. It's beautiful.
Oh my goodness. That's me. You're here. Listen, I will be there to greet you in person when you land. And so I'm looking so forward to seeing you, girl. I'm so glad you made it here. Well, you know what? Destiny, you made it just in time to meet our official meeting we're having with the V&V Moguls. They just got back from their islands and everything. But they said before they retire, they want to meet with us. You're here just in time to meet with the V&V Mogul Empire owners. So I will be just looking forward to seeing you.
Oh, wow. I'm not ready to meet him at this time. I am just getting here, Trashay. What am I supposed to do? Oh, my goodness. Well, I'm just made up already, and everything, well, it will work out. Anyway, I'm sure everything will be fine. I'm so excited to see you. Oh, my goodness.
That's the name. Oh, girl. Hugs and kisses. I'm so happy to see you. I'm fine. We're back together again. Our BFFs. And now we have a whole part together. We are a whole family that you are here, Destiny. And everything is so exciting, girl. Well, look, there's our transportation back there. Chauffeur is here.
This is your V&V Mobile Empire transport captain informing you that you can carefully begin exit the V&V jet going directly to our limousine. I shall continue to transport you to your destination.
As a matter of fact, that's the same chauffeur that transported us and all of us to where we are now before. So, girl, you better come on now and let's go. Let's meet everybody. And I think if you have time to freshen up and everything, well, or you will be able to meet the moguls. And, well, we are here. Meet the moguls. Okay.
You're listening to Friends, a ADI Actors and V-Mogul Actors Club presentation.
Yeah. Honestly, I don't know where I'll be without music. That's a true story. I'ma let y'all into the gateway to my mind. Yeah. I noticed, had my lowest moments who really was around. With no one, in my emotions I drowned. I found to the people who were near. Well, I be talking, but they don't really hear. I really wanna tell them all the facts, but they can't. I really can't handle that. Wait, nah, I can't handle that. I let them in and they got ammo if they ever attack. And they do. See where I'm from, you can't be vulnerable. If there's a chink in your armor, you can bet that's where they coming for. Yeah. Why can't they see beyond my mask? Well, I'm a pro, so that's a dumb question to ask. I'm the master of the straight face. Ask me how I'm doing. Shit, chillin', man. Coach should be my last name. And yeah, I'm cold. Got a frozen heart of gold. And it won't thaw. Please say it ain't so. Yeah. Honestly, I don't know where I'll be without music. That's a true story. I'ma let y'all into the gateway to my mind. Yeah. I noticed, had my lowest moments who really was around. With no one, in my emotions I drowned. I found to the people who were near. Well, I be talking, but they don't really hear. I really wanna tell them all the facts, but they can't. I really can't handle that. Wait, nah, I can't handle that. I let them in and they got ammo if they ever attack. And they do. See where I'm from, you can't be vulnerable. If there's a chink in your armor, you can bet that's where they coming for. Yeah. Why can't they see beyond my mask? Well, I'm a pro, so that's a dumb question to ask. I'm the master of the straight face. Ask me how I'm doing. Shit, chillin', man. Coach should be my last name. And yeah, I'm cold. Got a frozen heart of gold. And it won't thaw. Please say it ain't so.
Ask about our ongoing members specials. Join us on live programming. Share your thoughts, your church, your ministry, your music, your brand, business, products, and more. Right here on LICMC, Inspirational and Community Radio and Media for All. Thank you.
Hi, my name is London. And so when we do the work with people that want to broadcast their program, we put them on all the platforms all simultaneously at the same time. So people are getting a chance to be seen globally, locally, and on all the platforms at all the same time and be heard at the same time. I think that's everything for that right now.
Wonderful. I guess so. Thank you, London. And we have up at the top next to London, we have Sandra. Hi, Sandra. How are you?
Oh, I am great. How are you?
I'm good. I've worked with her before with the CBiz Media podcast, and she has a wonderful book out. She's also a coach. Can you tell us a little bit more about yourself?
I will. And thank you again for allowing me to be part of this conversation. I am Sandra Cobb. I am a certified forgiveness coach, and I am also an ordained elder. I help anyone that might be having a challenging time to forgive. That is an assignment that I have been given. So I coach individuals, I coach groups, I do group Bible studies, or any place you've got an audience. If you want me to come and talk about the topic of forgiveness, I am available. I am also an author, the author of the book Free to Forgive. And you can connect with me by going to my website at www.sandralcobb.com. And of course, you can follow me on Facebook, Sandra Cobb, Instagram, Sandra Cobb, Sandra L. Cobb, Sandra Cobb. And I would love to connect with you.
Thank you, Sandra. And now we have our friend Denise. We work with her with LICMC Radio. How you doing, Denise? Can you share a little bit about yourself and how people can connect with you?
Hello, ladies. How are you? My name is Denise Scott. I am an actor with the Powder Puffs. I also sell paparazzi accessories. I'm an independent paparazzi consultant. The name of my business is Passion for Fashion, and I'm also the CEO and host of Entrepreneur Empire. And I love to interview others who have inspiring stories or products or services to sell. To become more visible, as well as to inspire others. And I'm also an advocate for mental health and PTSD. Thank you.
Wow, thank you so much. So, ladies, we've introduced ourselves. We're going to get into the topic of love and mental health.
Need urgent help with mental health? Call or text 988 now.
Thank you for your support. Like and follow us on Facebook at licmc.netradio and tell a friend. Donate a love gift to Cash App $LICMCRA or get your own show or spot on licmc.netradio. Call 248-701-0885 for details. Thank you again for your support. God bless.
I heard you say that certain words, I think that's what you said, were triggers, and I didn't quite hear that. Do you mind repeating that?
I'm sorry. I hope if y'all guys can't hear me too well. I said yes. There are words that people who try to commit suicide would say. I'm tired.
Okay.
I'm miserable. I'm sad, and I'm lonely.
Okay.
So if they're always repeating those are words that you can listen for. There's other triggers as well, or signs that you can look out for, especially if they feel like they've come to that place where they want to actually do it. That's when they start writing long letters or giving you long paragraphs in a message. They might give away their personal possessions that they really, really love and treasure. And the last resort is they will try to call. They'll reach out to mama, sister, aunt, uncle. And you always hear it say, this person passed away and they tried to reach out to such and such. And so that is something as well.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. You were kind of breaking up off and on, but I could pick up some pieces of what you were saying, but you're pretty clear now, which is great.
Yes.
But I was trying to ask you, backing up off of that question. So I know you said there were people in your life that have dealt with mental health issues, And concerning the suicide, is there someone in your life, without revealing that person, that you try to help or support that may have been going through having those feelings of wanting to commit suicide?
Yes, my daughter. Um, we first realized that she had depression when she was in her 11th or 12th grade, and she had a pseudo seizure, and that came on from stress. And I don't know if anybody remember Robin Williams, the famous actor. He passed away, and he had, and I'm not saying this to be funny, but he had the fame, the wealth, the money, and he had loved ones all around him throughout his whole life, and he still felt lonely. He still felt like he wasn't good enough, he wasn't worthy enough, and he just couldn't take it so anymore. And that's when I started reading up and doing everything that I could for my daughter, because it's been almost 2.5 years now, because my baby, she'll be 25, but I found her in the bathtub. So we have been dealing with this for about 7 years now.
We're sending our love and prayers out to you and your family. Did anybody else have any questions or comments?
May I have a comment?
Sure.
This many years ago, with our Christian organization, and I remember doing something with the organization concerning suicide. I forgot the name of it, but maybe the lady, I'm sorry, her name, the one with the glasses on. Maybe she probably knows who they are. But I did like an interview, and mothers came up. It was like I had a room full of several mothers, and they came up. One had lost her son, a couple had lost their daughter, and the thing about it was each story is different, but about what if there were any signs at all. And so what I know it's a painful thing. I can't even imagine, but one of the mothers said with the son, it's kind of like what Mr. Niece was saying. Like, he called his girlfriend. He told her he loved her. I love you. Everybody thought he was fine. But he was saying farewell, but nobody detected what was happening. So he did commit suicide, and then a couple of some of the other girls did the same thing. But it was each situation was different, and now when they reflect back, maybe say that's what it was, and then some of them said they still had no idea that what that person was going through. And so I think it's and I just talked to a gentleman that was doing some work for us, and you just never know what a person's going through. That's why when you meet people, it's really pays to treat everybody kindly, with respect, and being a Christian is the Christian love, but you should treat everybody like you want to be treated. Because this gentleman came over and he did all his work, and then then he started to tell me something about 6 months ago. So now I guess it was about 7 months ago, his daughter had committed suicide. Like, wow. And he told the story. I think he wants to do a book about it. I don't know if I'm helping him with it or not. With some other things going on there. But at that point, he had told me that she called him 3 times while he was on the job. And each time he told her, well, I don't have time to talk to you right now. And if you need some money, you're gonna have to go figure out how you're gonna get it yourself. So it's like 3 different incidents that she called. And I remember he said prior to that, maybe one time she told him, she said, if it weren't for you, I wouldn't want to live, Dad. So I told him that. So you're already for like, wow. that's just a big thing to say to somebody. I think that's a super big sign. But I guess he never thought she would do it on that day. He said he got a phone call from, everybody telling him to come down on that day, that she made those phone calls, and that's what had happened. So I mean, sometimes people just want your time, and even I have to pray for myself on how I think and how I want. We always have to get better. I don't care how long we live, and how saved we are and not saved, or how moral values we have. We still have to learn how to become better people and treat others like we want to be treated. And so in doing that, it's just, you just never know. So I'm gonna start right there. I just wanted to tell that this is something that goes on like a lot. It's just a lot. So I'm glad the young lady up there, she also does the forgiveness thing.
Yes, ma'am.
Because I'm telling you, when you go through, you get hurt really bad. Some people don't know how to forgive. Some people either want to hurt somebody, or they end up wanting to hurt themselves because something mama did, or it wasn't good enough, which kind of reaches back to Miss Irene was talking about love and mental health. You have a relationship going on there, and some people go through so much mental abuse along with physical abuse. Some people are rejected and they don't feel like they're good enough. And so, it's a lot. And so to be able to forgive someone for something that they did, that's a major thing, because sometimes it's a hard thing to try to figure out how to do. And I think it's good. A lot of people, and I'm going to stop in a minute, but we do a lot of ministry and prayer programs and stuff, but we always give those 800 numbers out on those shows at the end and beginning. So when people hear us, they hear us talking about, God or whatever we're talking about, but we still give them those toll-free numbers, 3 or 4 different toll-free numbers they can call if they feel like they need some help.
So I am a Christian, haven't been a Christian all my life. And one of the events of my life, one of the most traumatic events of my life, where God taught me how to forgive, was while I was a Christian. And my sister knows some of this story. 38 years ago, my little sister was murdered, and God taught me how to forgive those young men. Now, I was already a Christian, hadn't been in the church very long, but if at most churches that you're going into, Christian churches, you're going to hear some type of teaching about forgiveness, right? It's what we're supposed to do. It's what we're supposed to do. And so I heard the teaching. I saw it even for myself in the Bible, but, and I thought I had forgiven. Until I had this dream, and God revealed to me in the dream that I really hadn't forgiven. And if we have more time, I'll come back to that. But after coming out of that dream, I repented and asked God to forgive me, because I thought I was walking in forgiveness, and I really wasn't. I had just said the words with my mouth, but hadn't really made that release in my heart. And so God began to give me strategies. To your point that, and then later he called me to become a forgiveness coach, and I was wondering who needs a forgiveness coach. And he specifically wanted me to talk to people of faith who are having a hard time, because sometimes it's not, you can easily say, you got to do this, but sometimes you need someone to walk alongside you and show you what it looks like. How do I do that? You tell me to forgive. Now, how do I do that? What does that look like? And so that's one of the assignments that God has given me. I'm grateful to be in a place. There are many pastors now, as you were saying, who have realized, God heals in more than one way, right? He just, and we read it from the Bible, he healed with muddy water. He healed with, he can speak and heal. He can send you to do something and heal. He heals in many different ways, and he gives equip people, even Christian therapists and counselors, use it all. We don't have to do one or the other. Let's do all that we can to help the people we're coming in contact with that need help. And like you're saying, they're in our face. They're in our faces, and oftentimes, very frequently, and we don't know that they need help, and we need to be trained to recognize. That's why I asked about those clues she was talking about, because I wanted to hear them. I like to hear more. So when you hear them, somebody may not be saying, I'm thinking about committing suicide, but their language might be saying it. And I want to know what that is, just to have my antennas up.
Yes, I do. Maybe we can revisit this topic because I think she wasn't, she may have had to leave the room, but being clinically diagnosed, her daughter being clinically diagnosed, and she was sharing different things that they were going through. And I'm not sure if I heard, what steps and methods they were taking to help that family member. So I think that's really important to know that. And, sometimes people aren't diagnosed, but that doesn't mean that what they're going through is not serious or not real or not the big issue. And like you said, we don't always recognize it as the regular person. And, we may have some of those feelings ourselves, and some of us may kind of gloss off some of those feelings, but for others, you can't just easily let those things go, or we let that build up. And again, it can lead to people wanting to take their own lives. And for us, just everyday people, this is a good conversation, because this is a conversation everyone should have, not just the therapists and all those professionals, but, every person has their own situation that they've gone through. And we need to share and kind of expose those things in our minds and say, okay, you're not alone if you're dealing with that. And also maybe somebody can see themselves and say, oh, so that's why I'm feeling this way. Or, they can see themselves in your situation and also let them feel like I'm not by myself. And that's why we also have that number up at the bottom for people, because everybody doesn't know. Again, we're not experts here. We're just sharing from our own experiences and from what we know. So if you do need help, immediate help, I'm glad that there is a number now that everyone can easily access, 988. You can call that or text it at any time if you need some immediate help with something going on with your mental health, or if it's a friend, a family member, and you feel that they need that immediate help, please give them that number or give them a call.
Need urgent help with mental health? Call or text 988 now.
When my burdens seem to get me down, no one there to lift me off the ground. Too many broken promises in my life. I have no strength to fight. I heard a mighty voice from heaven. He said, I'd come to lift your burden, to lift your burden. I want you to live. I want you to live. I want you to live. Oh, I want you to live.
No more addiction, no more fear. Jesus Christ is Lord in here.
Goodbye, soul.
Holy Spirit reigning here. No depression, no more fear. No more
Jesus.
addiction, no more fear.
I give you my heart, Lord.
Jesus Christ is Lord in here. Holy Spirit reigning here.
I drive
No
suicide.
depression,
name.
Thank you for joining Friday Hype with LICMC.net Radio. Join us here every Friday at noon.